Opportunity or threat? Could the byproduct of Donald Trump's protectionist agenda help redefine a new era of economic cooperation between the European Union and China? The world's second biggest economy, which already does more than $1 billion in daily trade with Europe, could potentially profit from a changing world order. In Brussels, the EU Trade Commissioner Cecilia Malmström has mused over the possibility of Europe standing shoulder to shoulder with China to fight global protectionism, but only if trade is fair.
It's difficult for Europe to have one single voice, and that's been so far one of the major problems we had. I would like to see a much more pragmatic Europe, focused Europe, business Europe. There are many areas where Europe and China can cooperate.
We have the right to protect our industry from unfair competition.
Brussels has a long-practiced trade defence system against China. It does not recognise it as a market economy and applies anti-dumping tariffs on cheap Chinese goods, namely steel. But even with those in place, Chinese investment into the EU tops $40 billion, whereas EU investment into China fell to a 10-year low of about $8 billion last year. Can Europe level the playing field?
The question is, what are we going to do with the comprehensive agreement on investment that we're negotiating right now with the Chinese? So far, the Chinese offers of opening up the Chinese market have been far from satisfactory.
Just in the last week, the European Council President Donald Tusk named China, along with the US and Russia, as external threats to the EU. So whether the Trade Commissioner Malmström's comments can in fact mark the start of a new era of cooperation between China and the EU remains to be seen. Mariam Zaidi, CGTN, Brussels.